two, one.
What's up with it, y'all? It's your boy Midwest Haze, and you are now tapped in to the You Ain't Lying podcast with me, Midwest Haze, and my boy.
DJ Killzone Jones, man. Big Killzone on your phone. The money still long, and the team is forever, ever strong. What's up with everybody, man?
Man, what's cracking, man? Yo,
Hey,
man, I'm
man.
glad that me and you finally linked up, and man, and we doing this right now because this is something that been in the talks for a long time.
A long time. I remember when Haze didn't even want to do it. He like, dog, I don't even be
Fact.
doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be
Yeah,
out
because you
there
know
like
how
that.
man, hey, because you know how man I be sometimes, because like me and you will already be on the phone chopping game up, offering game all the time. So for you to
Mm-hmm.
been on me for a couple years, like yo, Hayes, go ahead, man, and put it down in the format in front of the world, like type. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now for it to kind of come to
Coming to
fruition, the You
fruition.
Ain't Lying podcast, CMW Hayes, DJ Kills on Jones. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I hope the people tap in with it because we just giving you what's genuine and what's real.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's watching, man. Go ahead, Hawk smash that like button, subscribe, hit the button. Make sure y'all follow Hayes at
For
Photo
the fam,
Fam for the fam
87 ETV.
87 ETV. Hold on, make sure I got that for the fam 87 ETV
ETV.
on
That's it.
Instagram. Y'all go follow him right now. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. So we from St. Louis, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
And it's been this what's up recliner game. Um what's up Deja, what up Booby? What's up everybody? So we from St. Louis, right? And recently this topic has came up um you know online again. It's the 20th anniversary of country grandma Nelly, you know what I'm saying, the biggest selling artist in the city, in the game, and in the world. You know what I'm saying? The city, the country, and the world. Biggest one of the biggest hip hop artists ever. Only one of five hip hop artists to ever go diamond. And once a year or twice a year, I see this topic come up. Should Nelly help out St. Louis artists? Meaning, should he be on the side of them? Should he be doing features with them? Should he be lifting them up? Should he be in the city
Is
and
that
showing
something that
more
people
love?
really asking 20 years later? Is that
People
really
still,
something that people was really even saying 20 years later?
yeah, hey, it's a real discussion. I mean, we had a few people, from the for the A Burbs to um other artists in the city in front of this in the scenes behind the scene on the scene behind the scene. It's always been, you know what I'm saying, like it's always been a topic of discussion. Me personally, I feel like everybody should put their cell phone. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? Um,
And that
but
been the mind frame since then. I feel like that should have always been the mind frame. Even though we
but
know that that's not always the case, but maybe for people like how we think it is, but if the majority was ever thinking like should Nelly put on some St. Louis artists, I think they actually tried, right?
yeah, they tried, and a lot of the artists that got on, they had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? To the Chingies, to the
Yeah.
Jaquans, to the Hueys, to the rest in peace Huey. But to everybody that came out in the city, they had something either in front of the scenes or behind the scenes to deal with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So
So I feel like, I kind of feel like it's beating a dead horse. But it comes up like at least two or three times a year. And I feel like he would kind of turn the city up.
do it come up by people like from people in this generation or from people from maybe they like which generation
All
is
of
it
it's
coming
it's
from?
coming from all sides. It's coming from the younger artists want to just kind of show what you call them. The younger artists want to want to collab with them, and they making noise in the city. They commanding that same type of wave where everybody is kind of tapped in. So like the Jizzle
Yeah.
Bucks, the Lil Halves, the Rico the Max, the you know what I'm saying. Um, and we see him work with Smino. We see him
Yeah,
work with Jr. We seen him
yeah.
work with some of the younger generation, and you know I don't know why like Nelly never came out other than when he was being attacked, by the older rappers. Um, to kind of defend his stance. Booby the one said, "No, he shouldn't, because everybody can't be an artist." And Deja said, "Why do people act like Nelly is the only successful rapper or artist to come out of St. Louis?" Well, Nelly is the only artist to have long lasting
Mega
mainstream
success like that.
success.
Yeah.
Exactly. Gaming
We
with the
don't we
Shay.
don't have like a per se like 10 Nellies in the city. 10, 15, 20 Nellies like how like Atlanta got million rappers that who got, that who's on billboards and who really, making noise. Even our next door neighbors, like in Chicago, like they got a lot of people like who really rocking out that's really in the industry like that. But yeah,
Hmm.
man, but that's just something that man, me personally, I never thought that or I never, you know, I just stick to doing me, so I don't ever really trip off of it. So but if
Um.
anybody ever felt like that, then nah, man, then the answer would be get on your own 10 feet, get on your own 10, and do what you need to do to make your own self pop. Then everybody,
Gaming with.
then everybody will want to come rocking with you after a while. But thinking that anybody owe you anything is not even the move anyway. You're supposed to
Hmm.
get out here and get it on your own anyway. Then you can
Hmm.
link up with other people and make a bigger muscle. But in the meantime, don't we already know don't nobody owe you nothing. You don't owe
Hmm.
nobody nothing, hopefully. So just keep doing
Hmm.
you and keep working and keep mashing.
Yeah.
I don't think
Gaming
you
with.
ain't owe nobody nothing, but hopefully things turn around because there's a few cats that's right now making some noise. So
Gaming with Deshay, uh, he said he the only one who made it, so why not put on for your city? They just said like there are other entrepreneurs and moguls that made it successful. You're not holding them accountable. He's not the St. Louis stamp. Booby the one said Nelly was smart with his money investing in other things. That's true. I mean, yeah, he's not the only one, but when we people
yeah,
think of St. Louis, they think of Nelly, they think of Chuck, they think of neither Nelly or Chuck Berry. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or Cedric the Entertainer. And you know what I'm saying? To to bring it over to that world, Cedric put on a lot of people from St. Louis, from the Lavelle Crawfords to the guy Joe Torres to the, you know what I'm saying? He pulled them up and they kind of got, I would say Lavelle Crawford be the one that's kind of
I
that
just don't
kept
think
that
man
same
people is
success.
still talking about this now like this, man. Who will still be thinking that
Well, because we don't have no
this
industry here,
man
Hayes.
owe anything to anything? I
We
mean,
don't
like
we
as an
don't have no
artist, huh?
we don't have no industry here, Hayes. Before Nelly, we had industry, we had clubs, we had people wanting to go out, and then when Nelly came out, it was like the industry was here, but then nobody really capitalized off of it. Well, they did. A lot of people capitalized off of it, but I felt like the people back then wanted to see Nelly and them, like Nelly, kind of break the doors down because I don't think
We
people that
already
was
know the
doing.
big five, man. Saint Lunatics, Chingy, Jaquan, Gibbs, and Huey. Now
Yeah,
after that, we still had plenty more people who came in after that. But we okay now. Which level are we talking about?
we
Like, are
talking
we
about, but
talking out of her billboard, like out of her in the industry level, like
yeah,
pro
but I'm
level?
saying like the industry, like we got the
Because we got a lot
metros,
of
the
hood legends.
scissors, the
We got a lot
the.
of hood legends now.
I mean, yeah, I
We
mean,
got a lot of people that's underground. That's some legends.
and yeah, I mean that's true. But what my thing is, if Nelly was to get on everybody's song, this is my question to you, Hayes, and to the chat. Like, if Nelly was to shine that light on the city for real, where the songs is getting pushed, the button is getting pushed behind Nelly doing this run in the city.
Yeah,
Nelly is popping back out. Nelly is reactivating the DJs and everything. Because it seemed like when Nelly stopped, the industry in St. Louis stopped. Like we still had people coming out, but it wasn't to the level like it was back then. And it's like
that's not
Deja said,
necessarily a Nelly fault. That's the industry fault.
yeah, Deja said Nelly had a great team. That's what's missing from some of these artists.
Right.
I,
That's
w-
what
I'm, well, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I just said it.
Expound on that. Yeah.
It's not a Nelly fault. It's the industry fault. Now he can only do what he can do. Now we need industry players. We need people
Mm.
who executives, A&Rs. We need real players in the game to come through and scoop.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't
Or
even
we
think
need to
I
get up
don't,
out of here. Or we got to do what we got to do to get up out of here to go find these people.
but I feel like after okay, they blow people blow up, but are we gonna make the club scene? Is the club scene gonna come back for us? Is
Who just went about
the
the club? I mean, I
no
mean,
because you need because okay
we
if
need
the club
club. We need
if the
underground. We need all
yeah
aspects of music. We need the
yeah
industry. We need the
because I feel
film.
like
We need the
yeah
fashion. We need every other industry that the down south, the east, and the you know down south, east, and the west coast. So we need
yeah
that popping.
I mean but it's like
We the
because my
Midwest. We in
but
the
my
Midwest.
but hold on hey I'm
Go
trying
ahead,
to give
player.
it to you so
Go ahead, player.
Nelly blows up like Nelly blows up or just say five more people blow up. Let's say we have a new era of St. Louis artists. Is the club scene gonna come back to where it was? Because that's what you need. You need the nightlife. You need the people that's gonna come to the concerts. You gonna need, different things to happen in order the industry to to be sustained.
Yeah.
Booby the one said it's the type of music they putting out, and I do agree.
I was
I
just
feel
gonna
like
say
it.
that, bro. I was
Go
just gonna
ahead.
say it depends on what type of artist we talking about and what at that time frame what type of artist is out repping St. Louis and the Midwest. Because if it's five club artists is out, then of course you're gonna hear club music from us. Or if it's five underground type of, like the boom bap out, then that's what you gonna hear. Or I mean, so what else do you expect to hear like at that time? Because just like at that time when Nelly was out, that's kind of that was out like at the time. It was like a lot of club music.
Well, I mean, I can't really even say that because over in Chicago, you have five, six drill artists, and
But
they
you what
all
you
in the
said in
club.
Chicago though,
No, but but I'm saying like
and
I
that was a
feel
different
like it's
time
the
frame.
well, that's only about 5, 6 years ago. Hey, that was 2012 when it all started cracking off. And so my thing is, okay, they pushing that, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like we kind of when Nelly that wave kind of stopped. I would say when Laudy and them came out, that's when it stopped. Like now it's kind of picking back up because you got Rico the Mac, you got Jizzle Bucks and them. They putting out their club music. They opened up a club. They remodeled the Mystic and made it to be halftime. Rico and them is basically promoters in every party.
And we
So
need
every
more
other
of that. We need more
yeah
of that. We
yeah
need 10 more of those,
because
15 to
that
20
that
more of those.
that's what's gonna get the industry to come here. That's what's
Yeah.
gonna get the DJ, the more the clubs to
But who
pop
is it
up.
up to though? It's not up to one man. It's
Well, I
not up
think
to
it's up
say
to the people. I feel like it's the people. The people don't want to go out. The people ain't trying to spend money. It's dangerous. Folks is making this shoot 'em up, bang bang music, and they living the beef out through the music. They,
that
you know what I'm
always been
saying?
going on though. That
No,
ain't
but
nothing
it's on
new.
a whole different level. Like we looked at Chicago and we said, okay, we gonna make a St. Louis version. We gonna rap over them same beats, but then we gonna have that St. Louis flow. We still got the same, Nelly, Chingy, Huey, Jaquan flow, but over, remixed and kind of
Yeah,
Chirac
for sure.
infused.
Because at
And
one
it's like
point, St. Louis influence was in the music at first. A lot of St.
exactly.
Louis influence. You still might hear it.
Yeah, you do because I mean, because there's no Kanye, there's no Drake without Nelly. You know what I'm saying? There's no Kanye, there's no Drake without Nelly. But I feel like we kind of beat this topic to like a dead horse. We did beat it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
no, no. See, but just to conclude it would be for me, go out and get your own. Don't expect nobody to do it for you. I mean, because eventually you might linking with that person anyway. So just keep doing what
because
you do.
I don't even. But see, that's my thing. Hey, I don't even think it's a we waiting on Nelly. I feel like some artists just want to be embraced by Nelly. I feel like Nelly. They want Nelly to stand next to him. They want
Okay,
Nelly to
well,
show
how
some
do you
love.
do that? You put the work in, then eventually you might end up getting next to him just like Smino did.
Hmm.
Smino put the work in, then you see him at the concert with him. It
Hmm.
ain't just like a handout type of thing.
Hmm.
That's
So
it.
moving on to our next topic. You know what I'm saying? Um, we gonna switch up the order that we had it in. So speaking of which, about the people in the industry and stuff like that. Now we recently seen Meek Mill and academics go at it on Clubhouse, and they argue for like 4 hours about academics' style. You know what I'm saying? Academics' reporting style. And they argued at the fact that him and a lot of other blogs in the black space are causing the murders and causing the beef that's in Chicago and other cities.
Wow.
And then you had Jay Prince Jr. press Joe Budden for hating on Migos and Lil Yachty 4 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That was 2016, and he pretty much came in the Clubhouse room, and I wasn't there. I heard the replays, but I got Clubhouse, and I listened to the conversation, and I listened to Joe kind of be respectful, you know what I'm saying, to Jay Prince Jr. because this is, Jay Prince Jr. So if he says
Yeah.
something or disrespects, you know what I'm saying, that can mess up stuff for Joe because Joe moves around everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And basically now it's like a witch hunt for black media, but you got your Adam 22s, you got your Trap Lord Rosses, you got
Hmm.
your Eric McGruder with the before they was famous. You
Got a lot
got
of
all
bloggers
these
out now.
other a lot of these white bloggers that are
A lot of
way
new
more
ones coming out.
disrespectful, new ones and old ones. I mean, because Adam 22 respectfully has been out almost as long as academics. I think he kind of saw what academics was doing and he kind of
Yeah.
switched it up to be more controversial because Adam
Yep.
22 in the beginning was not as controversial. Adam
No.
22 is and Vlad. We can't forget about Vlad, the OG Vlad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vlad or Glad as Crunchy Black
Man.
calls him.
He
You
said,
know what I'm
shout out to
saying?
Vlad. This
You
fool.
know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like I'm just I don't understand. Like it seemed like since Ross was the only person to press one of these white media journalists, and ever since that incident, Vlad doesn't do his. He does all his
Huh.
interviews remotely. Like he been social
And so
distancing.
basically, man, then the hip hop media is being pressed by the black folks. Huh?
Exactly.
Hip
No,
hip hop media is being pressed by black artists rather.
exactly. And they don't have the same smoke. They not getting on. They not. And I feel like academics and Joe Budden should even entertain these conversations because they know where Vlad is at. They know where Adam 22 is at, especially Adam 22. He in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? And we look outside what's going on right now in the world. We ain't got to really speak on that on this platform. But I just feel like we got smoke for everybody. We don't have smoke for the people that really got smoke for us. We don't have disrespect for the people
Which
that
meaning
really had.
who? Vlad and Adam 22.
Yeah, I mean, we hold each other to a standard, and then we go on these post platforms and we kiki and haha, and this is Vlad, he's my best friend, and all of these different things. And it's not to hate on Vlad, it's not to hate on Adam 22,
Nah,
because
man, you ain't
it
hating.
because if Vlad called me, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Straight up,
No,
I'm
no,
letting
no.
everybody. I'm going. No, cause this is the thing. If I go on Vlad, okay, now everybody's getting mad at Vlad. Like now the old heads, the people that really ain't that popular, that needed
See, but the
Vlad.
thing is, I told you, if you only go on there, you only offering the information that you want to offer. I didn't seen people go up there and tell them like, Vlad, you know I'm not gonna do that. So it's up to you as a person. I mean, because telling your story and being authentic is telling your story, but I mean, it still got to be some type of line. Like, can't just. I mean, some people feel like, hey, I'm being transparent, and then da da da, and then just gonna tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth about something. And it's like, dude, really? Like, you ain't. I mean, some stuff is meant to be said or not to be said on camera, man. Just don't even say it sometimes. And I done seen people go on there and dodge them. So I feel like at the end of the day, if you go on one of them other platforms that just happen to be ran by a white guy, and
Hmm.
you got a black artist on there, and you might feel like, hey, well, why he ain't pressing them about the questions that he asking? Then he go to some of our people, and it's like they telling them like, man, I want to slap the taste out your mouth for saying something like that. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's not really. I think that's just like a us thing.
Hmm. I'm just
It's
man.
like a
I'm listening. Hey, I'm just making sure because my headphones notoriously be itchy and scratchy.
no. I'm
So
just
I just
saying, like
wanted to
I feel
make
like
sure. Yeah.
that type of situation would just be a us thing, meaning like a black thing, because I don't feel like at that point that because if you're going somewhere else with another race and then you letting them ask you things that you wouldn't let that you would feel disrespectful coming from your own race.
Hmm. I mean, but here's my thing. They will go on these platforms. I mean, they'll go on these platforms. They'll either answer the questions or not answer the questions. But my problem that I have is this: don't get, but these people, when they not around or not on their platform, on their websites, on their blogs, on their Instagram pages, you know what I'm saying? All of these things will disrespect and discredit and keep stuff circulating just as much, or really, for real, Vlad has the biggest platform. You know what
I
I'm
guess I
saying?
just don't see it
And so
because it's
nah,
only like
because
a handful of them anyway. So I
nah,
guess
but
me personally, I don't really see it.
like if you go to Vlad Instagram page right now, you go on DJ Vlad Instagram, Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? Vlad has on his website and especially on his Facebook, he has, you know what I'm saying? He has all the same things, if not more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Disrespectful stories, disrespectful headlines. Like
But
he
what
had the
makes it
same thing.
disrespectful? I mean, like, is it only disrespectful because we feel like that he not of our race and he getting these people to talk about things that we may feel uncomfortable hearing? Because what else is he
I
doing
mean,
other than just asking questions? And
I
you got
mean,
the
I'm talking
choice.
about the
You
way
got the
that
choice to say, I'm not going to answer that, man.
yeah, but I'm saying he put in the titles like he did a interview with Michael Franzi. He said, unlike black gangs, you know, the Italians. I'm trying to remember, see where it is, because he dropped 15 million interviews. It's just it's the way that he positions it. It's the way that he
Now
frames it.
who
It's
now
the
who
way
don't
that,
does that?
and I'm saying, hold on. But my point is, the pressure is not being applied to these white journalists because they know that these guys got security, they got lawyers, they got goons on payroll. If you gon' press academic, all I'm saying is this: if you gon' press uh, academics, you gotta press Vlad, you gotta press Adam 22. If you know what I'm saying, it's like you just gotta do it. Like if you gonna have this same smoke for the black man, and I feel like this, we wouldn't have to just cover the shock value, because that's what, again, go back to what I said, the people, and then y'all are putting this incriminating information out.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
and I feel like if academics, Sean Cotton, a lot of these are bigger black
And I
blogs and
feel like it's
vlogs,
more black blogs than it is white blogs anyway. So
but the white vlogs are bigger because the white people ain't going to them and saying, "Hey, Adam 22, stop talking bad about black people." The black people ain't even saying that about that, but then they'll go on academics to say cheese, and then man, we gonna pull up on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's the fact though.
they be ready to just they ready to bust a thing on you, but
Is that a us
because you
thing or
black.
what?
It's
But
because black folks will giddy up to each other, but we won't have that same smoke for the people that's deframing us
I
on a
just
bigger
said that. I
level.
just said, man, it's a us thing. I feel
That's what
like
I'm
because
saying. We gotta
if you
hold
would
up the
go to
street
another
code. And
race, and if you would go to another race, and we ain't even gotta be talking about music. If you would go to the store, and I ain't gonna say because baby, you be on me about man saying that term, but look, but if you go to the store, man, and you see another race behind the counter, and you feel like you wouldn't steal from them, but your own color would be running the same store, and you would steal from them,
that's
like, come
because
on, man.
we don't hold each
It's a
other accountable.
mentality thing, man. We understand, like, nah, man, we ain't gonna play that. You know what I'm saying? We might not play it, but the other people around play that type of game.
Well, I mean, it's still, you know what I'm saying? It's still people I just hate it. And maybe academics in them need to just stop having dialogue
Because there's
or
still
whatever.
more black medias than it is white. It's only a handful of white media.
But the white medias are bigger. The white media outlets are bigger than the black ones because the black people and the white people are going over to the white outlet because they feel like they need the white outlet and they don't need the black outlet. Meek Mill said, "I'm I'm I already was big on YouTube and World Star and Smack DVD and all of these other different things. I didn't need you." So the fact is,
Yeah,
they don't want, but it because all academics is doing, and which is Vlad is doing, and everybody is echoing the same message. Stop doing dumb stuff and getting locked up because we enjoy your music. Talk
yeah.
that game. You know what I'm saying? Um, talk that gangster talk on the records. Keep it off the streets. But they keep going out here and they get killed. They killing each other up. They getting killed by people in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And
So,
because
so, so if hip hop media is being pressed by black artists and not by the white artists, what would be your solution?
my solution is what we gonna talk about. The next topic is we need to get off of this street business, or it needs to be
Yeah,
more balance in
yeah.
the
That's another
game.
thing. Snitching in hip hop,
So
snitching in hip hop, and why the genre should move away from the streets.
exactly, because if we don't have this all this street business and this street and this all this, the street business mixed in the music business, we would be okay. Because back in the day, you didn't have Instagram, you didn't have this, that, and the third. So if
But
something
it
went down
always
in the
been to
street,
the street. The
but
the hip hop music always been street, man.
yeah,
Always.
the music was street, but the folks was getting out of there and getting paid. They was
Maybe
getting
not okay.
away from it. It what they wasn't. They was getting away. They was
It
moving
always
away.
been a
But now,
mingle of the both, maybe. Maybe it
I
always been
mean,
like an
yeah,
intertwining of the both. Now we seen what just doing both maybe would get you. And we seen what just full blown just doing what just full blown music gonna get you. So you gotta be smart. But the thing is, if you say snitching in hip hop, we already got sense enough to say this. If you
hold on,
doing
hey, hold
gangster,
on. Oh, go
huh?
ahead, go ahead. I'm finna
No, I'm
just
just
shout out
saying like
everybody that's in the room. But go ahead.
common sense would be if you doing gangster stuff, then why would you run your mouth?
Exactly.
Especially if you're doing gangster things. Now, if you're not doing gangster things, you the regular Joe Smo, just going about your life and then, whatever. But if you're a
Mm.
gangster and you telling, then that's a little funny. That's a little funny right there. So of course that the answer would be snitching in hip hop, especially if you rapping about gangster things.
But
What
hold
sense
up,
does
Hayes.
what sense does that make? If you rapping about gangster things, then you supposed to be this big gangster, right? Then take it all the way to the bank. Take it all the way in.
Okay, before I answer that, I want to shout out Abigail, Booby, all my love, Recline the Game, Gaming with the Shade, everybody again. So we finna now finna answer this question. So let's switch it over to this topic. Pop Hunter, 13 years old, probably not active in the streets yet, witnesses his brother get killed in front of him. You know what I'm saying? So your mama goes, files a police report, names you as a witness. You don't have no rights or nothing at this point. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even considered a man. You ain't jumped off the porch at this point. Now you get brought you against your will. We don't know if he said, "Mama, don't bring me in there because I'm a gangster or I'm trying to rap or whatever." At 13, we don't even know if he was doing music back then, and we also don't know if he was in the streets back then. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at him testifying is snitching because he didn't. Him and his boy wasn't. Let me put it to you like this: if him and his brother was getting into it with this person, he shot one of them. They shot his brother. His brother died. Somebody on the other side died. Then the police get involved.
But do he
That's
rap
what I
about
would.
gangster stuff though?
I don't think he rap about. He don't be rapping about gangster stuff like that. He rapping about like riding around in Corvettes and
Um,
Adderall and booty popping. Like he
you
might
don't
say he got a.
necessarily have to be a gangster or rap about gangster stuff to even still have some type of code of ethic or feel like, I'm gonna hold it down or not say nothing. That's
I
just
mean,
a
but
personal
if your
opinion.
mama, but I'm saying you still a child, and your mama, you know what I'm saying, it's like you ain't jumped off the porch yet. Like this is if let's just say
Because
he
who
was
knows?
15,
Maybe he felt like, man, mama, I don't want to go do this.
and that's what I'm saying. But he forced into, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you something. I had a girl back in fourth grade lie on me and say that I was stalking her, right? And she was putting hands on me, and basically it took her mom. Well, it took us get suspended, right? Then when I came back, her mama worked in the office, and she said she cussed me out. Was like, "Yo, mother is the reason I done got suspended. I had a perfect attendance and a perfect record." And she tried to slap the hell out of me. So I let her because I saw her mama, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
in the doorway. So then at that point, my mama called my mama. She said, "Look, I'm finna press charges." And I didn't go nowhere and sign no paperwork, but my mama did on my behalf. Now, I didn't say nothing. I said, "Mama, don't do that." You know what I'm saying? But she did anyway, because if I had to put hands on her, it'd have been a whole situation. You
I
feel
get
me?
the science behind it,
So
man. I get the
so my
science behind it.
so but you got Lil Uzi Vert, you got Gilly, you got all these rappers, you got Charleston White kind of taking up for him. It's like, okay, we're gonna go against his mama. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I just, me personally, I'm speaking from a point of view of being a civilian. So hold on, I forgot. Oh, if we could tap these on her. Okay, cool.
Nah, man. I mean, look, I get the science behind what you're saying, but if we strictly saying snitching in hip hop and why the genre should move away from the streets, that's a
Yeah.
whole. I mean, because it's like,
I'm as painting a scenario and
yeah, yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. No, no, but man, I say that to say,
Do you defy your mama
yeah, like
or
I
do
get
you
the
defy the
science, but
streets?
everybody not in that type of your mama because if you an older person or your people ain't around, ain't nobody taking you down there saying, hey, you finna tell this information.
Exactly.
Because if you a 20-year-old, 40-year-old plus something man or woman, I mean, somebody could tell you, hey man, go and do the right thing, but that don't mean that you gonna do it.
Exactly. If
But
you a
just to
grown
answer the
man.
question would be for me, if you rapping about gangster things and you portraying this gangster life, then we know. I mean, it's not a rocket scientist for people to understand. Like if you this gangster, then running your mouth, you already know that that's a no no.
Exactly.
So
I don't feel because I again I get that, and it's like it's a catch 22 because if your mama or your peoples make you, you know what I'm saying, do it. You know what I'm saying?
the
Or maybe
hey,
he just.
but the thing is this: even the square beyond compare might still feel like, hey, I'm not gonna say nothing.
I get that. I'm just saying, but it's like,
He could be a square and see
but
something go
I
down
but
and
my
feel
but
like I'm
my
not
de-
gonna say nothing
but my definition of
because I'm
snitching
minding my
is this.
business.
But I'm saying, if I'm snitching, right, that means we both. Without my understanding, is snitching is okay. We both did something, right?
Not
You
no,
go
not all
down.
the time because you could have just did something and I know what you did, and then I can go say something.
No, that's telling. That's not snitching. Snitching is we both did this together, and then you snitched on me. Like me and you, we running in the house, and a dish fall and break. I bumped into the cabinet, or the whole cabinet just fall down. Mama get home. We both running in the house. You snitched on me. See, people got the lines blurred on what snitching and telling is, but I guess they both fall in the same
Break it
category.
down though. Break it down.
So telling is you seen something happen. You feel me? And you just say what happened. You wasn't involved at all. But I guess because Pop Hunter is now on these records talking about if he had, say, he got a pistol or whatever, he just rapping. He don't give me that. I haven't heard the songs, but it's like just hearing everybody's reception of, because it ain't nothing that came across my screen. My
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
It's like he don't give me that vibe. As gangster as Uzi is claim he is, he don't give me that vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of at a loss for words, because it's like if you say I'm jumping off the porch, now if this happened, you know what I'm saying? However long he decided he was gonna be rapping, or if he was in the streets, whatever the case may be. And I just feel like we just need to get a move away, like we were saying earlier. The music needs to be balanced. It's too much killing in the music. It's too much streets in the music. It's too much of that. Like every song I hear is like, I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna screw your girl. Murder you. You
When
know what I'm
have it
saying? Like,
not been there though? When have
but
it
I'm
not been
saying,
there?
but out of 5 out of 6 songs, and okay, 4 of the songs on the radio is that, and then the rest of the songs by the women is about twerking and scamming and doing all of it. Like, there's no
Guess what the beauty of it
diversity.
now is that man, we can stream whatever we want to. We can make our own playlist. We don't even have to listen to it.
Yeah, I get that, Haze, but man, come on now. We talking about what the masses is gonna like. I mean, me and you, we gonna tap in and see, because we heard it's the biggest song in the, whatever, and
No,
it's
I get what
jamming,
you're saying though,
but it's
because some of
being
the songs
forced
that my
down.
youngins are listening to, some of the songs that my youngins are listening to are some of them people that we naming, like in the Lil Uzi verse, or like the Playboy Cardis, or like the NBA Young Boys. Like people are like tapped into what they talking about.
I mean,
That's far away from who I listen to, from like a Benny the Butcher or like a Currency or somebody, but still, it's not
I mean,
about it's not about like, cause snitching in hip hop. When we say snitching in hip hop, who are we talking about specifically? Because we know what the
I mean,
biggest
six
one.
nine, 6'9" is you saying 6'9" is the biggest snitch.
I
He
wasn't
flat
even
out
gonna say his
snitched.
name. Look, I wasn't even gonna say his name, but you said
Oh man, ain't a look.
I ain't got
I
nothing.
be
Look. I never listened to it anyway, so it's nothing to me. I never even listened to his stuff no way.
okay. Well, I'm just saying, like,
So I'm just
I've
saying this to say we know how that turned out. He burnt all his bridges anyway. They let him come back in.
yep. I
I mean,
mean,
because guess what? Street folks wasn't listening to him no way. I mean, like maybe like the person in the hood wasn't bumping him, but he could for sure
yeah.
get played on like a Z10, like a type of station that's not just fully black, and they
No,
still gonna respect
he
it
was
and
getting
listen to it.
played up until he snitched. He was getting played on the black stations. He was getting played on the white stations. He was
On
getting
every other
played
race,
every state.
every
Exactly.
other race.
He getting played overseas.
It kind
He
of
probably
it dwindled down kind of when he did that, but he still had other races on his team because other races not really in that culture of snitching and all that, and they not really into the street stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, it's just like I said, bro. I'm getting tired of every other week we having this conversation. The people getting pressed in the music, and I just feel like, when are we gonna start supporting other music? When are we gonna start supporting women who got a message? When are we gonna start supporting the Rhapsodies, the
Because it's
Samuses,
definitely
the Like when are we gonna
Yeah.
support? When we gonna support the artists like like Mega Ran or Chrissa or the rest in peace MF Doom, where like or Tech Nine, the people that
Yeah.
got more to say than just murder, murder, kill, kill. Like
But people
it's
do
just
support them though. They do have
no.
their
I'm
own
talking
fan
about.
base though. Maybe
I'm
not on
talking
a
about.
bigger scale, like how
I'm
you
talking about.
saying.
But I'm talking about to where we used to have. We used to have Kanye West, Most Def, Talib Kweli, uh, the Fugees. We used to have um
Times
Common. We used
change,
to have
man.
we used to have that. It used to be a
Times
balance.
change, bro.
We had Jay-Z, um, State Property, Diddy. We had Nelly Chingy. We
Times
had
change,
Twister.
bro. Times has changed, man. This
Well, just
music out now, man, is what you said it is.
just
That bang
murder,
bang
murder, kill,
banging, man,
kill.
and it's all good. Cause guess what? Cause you got your own choice to listen to whatever you want to. Make your
No,
own
hey,
playlist.
hey, hey. I mean, yeah, but no, cause look at what I'm saying. Yeah, but I feel like the button need to be pushed, or we need to come together and push the button
So what would be
for.
your end goal then for snitching in hip hop and why the genre should move away from the street?
I feel like street business, it should be like the old days. Like rappers wasn't talking about their gang affiliation, and I mean they was, but they wasn't putting it on full display. They was staying
Yeah,
out the way. They was out the hood. They would come back, do their shows, show love, and get out of there. But now you got all because they banging so hard. You got all these youngins and even these grown folks that's trying to hit a lick, that's trying to test folks, that's
yeah,
trying to do X, Y, and Z. And not only that, back in the day, they was testing them back in the day too now, but the robbers and the killers wasn't getting on Instagram talking, talking down, showing off what they like. It's just goofy. Like it's
I
just
get your
straight
science
goofiness.
behind it, man, but
Like it all need to stop. Like it don't need like I feel like we shouldn't have the snitch hunters. Like every time somebody snitching, here come the same 4 5 people talking about snitching, talking about ratting. And then on the other side of it, why are we rewarding folks for doing street business and beating the system and coming home and doing the same ignorant stuff again? Like
yeah.
I don't mind the music. I turn up to to
No,
the
man, that's true
music in the
though. Yeah,
club,
yeah, that's a
but
fact.
at the same time, it's like we still every time I see, like, I'm like, bro, why are we celebrating this? Why are we celebrating folks
Cause
getting out
that's
of
what our
jail?
people do, man. That's what we
Like,
do.
because they feel like we beating the system, and you going like, why do we like? That's my next question to you, Hayes. Why do we want to be white people so bad? Why do we want to be the Italians? Why do we want to be we scamming now? We want to be like the white folks that were scamming, the Enrons
Damn,
and the like. Why do
man.
we want to be white people so bad, man? Why we gotta be them? We come
Niggas
from
took it
kings and
far.
emperors and dynasties and all that, bro. Like, why we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Why we gotta emulate white people so bad? Everybody else being them. The Arabs
Damn,
is being them. The Chinese
damn.
folks is being them. The
That's
Mexicans,
true.
the Latinas is being them. Why we gotta try to be like white people? Everybody in the
Ooh.
everybody, hold on, where am I? Everybody in this movie snitched or got killed. Why do you want to be white?
Hey, hey, everybody in every gangster flick got snitched or got killed.
Killed or went to jail forever.
That's a fact.
Like, why do we want to emulate
I
this?
just watched New Jack City the other day.
I mean,
That man
you
stood up
know,
and said he the real leader, man, of the CMB. He put that on that other man.
snitch
Then
on.
look what happened to him after he walked out. Scarface, you already know how that ends.
I mean, exactly. Why do we want to be white people so bad? Why? Even though this is a good movie,
It is a good movie.
you know what I'm saying? Why, dog? Why do we want to be white so bad, dog? Why do we want to
You
be?
took
Why
it
can't
far
we
enough to
be
say why
black?
we want to be white now.
Why can't we be black, man? Why
No,
can't we just be
I think
black,
that's what we
man?
are being though. I think we are being black in the aspect of it though.
No,
Cause
we not. We trying to emulate something that we said, and they ain't even want us to be that. They put drugs like Don Vito said in the movie. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson because he said this on on his show. He said Don Vito said that They told him we can make way more money if we start selling drugs, right? And he said, "Nah, bruh,
Yeah.
because if we start living that life, it's gonna start taking root even in our own families." And what happened with Sonny? Sonny was on that dope. He was tooting up, going out, shooting folks, beat up the he beat, and I just tripped off of this. He beat up off of the what you call him? He beat up the his sister's uh husband that was beating the hell out of her, as he should. But what he went and go do? He like, oh, okay, I got something for him. I'm gonna go rat him out. I'm gonna set him up to get wet up.
Damn.
And if Sonny wasn't off that dope, they told him, they said, bruh, don't go over there. She keep on getting whooped. She won't leave him. Don't you go over there. And even after that, Don Vito was like, bruh, this is business. That was personal, but we here to
Man,
handle business.
if
You know
we
what I'm saying?
talking
There's a
about
white
business,
man saying, hold on, hey, this is a white man saying, don't peddle this to the blacks. Yeah, okay, they gonna eat it up or whatever, but it's gonna take hold of us. So the white folks got rid of the drugs and all that in their community and selling the dope. Everybody went down, everybody went to jail in the 80s and everything else like that. And then
yeah,
we start coming up. We start selling the dope. They start, you know what I'm saying? But we all, everybody that sold dope died or is still in jail.
yeah,
Big Me still in jail. Tukey and them died in jail. They let Rick Ross out, but the only reason why he got out was because he was smart. He was the one that really beat the system. The rest of y'all just served y'all time.
talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all just served. Yeah, free,
He
free.
said they
It's
said they
always
time.
they serve their time, man.
Facts, man.
You got Lil Yachty begging Donald Trump, the president, on his way out, but the president for the next 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Please let Kodak back black out, please. Even though Kodak was finna get a whole bunch of guns and storm
Mm.
T.I. in them house because he wanted to holler at Lauren London. Please let him out. I don't wish jail or death on nobody, Haze, but look how stupid that we look, bro. We want to be white. We want to
Yeah,
be white, bro. We want to be gangsters in the shiny suits and all of that. They was wearing them shiny suits in the video.
yeah.
We want to be white. We want to be gangster.
Hey, man.
And ain't nothing gangster, ain't nothing fly about this. This is death,
Yeah,
destruction,
that's one of them things, man.
chaos.
That's one of them things that, man, that we talk about and say, man, people be so gangster until them boys on you.
Exactly. Then you won't like they get gangster and tough till the police come around.
Yeah.
They walk into our hoods and go bow. You know what I'm saying? But where the gangsters at? You gang, I'm a civilian. I got civilian clothes on. You gangster, you got the rag in your pocket. Where the
That was
gangsters
a
at?
that was a two-part question too, because man,
Where
the
the
first yeah,
go ahead, hey,
no,
go
no,
ahead.
no, no. I was just saying that, man, and that was a two-part question, that man, and that was the street part of it, and why we think that the genre should move away from the streets.
You fighting over
That's
a
what we
block you
saying.
don't even own.
That's why we feel like the genre should move away from the streets a little bit. Me, not so much. Me, I don't feel like that, because I feel like the hip hop music was made off the streets. Like that's what it was made off of. So it can go to anywhere with it. You can be in the streets, or you can not be in the streets and talk about whatever you're gonna rap about. So it ain't always gotta be you selling brick street that you talking about street things. You don't have to come in that level street with it, man. All I'm saying is I don't think so. I think that the music should just stay how it is, and we should just tap into the people that's already making the type of music that we like.
Like I'm trying hard to get away from
It's a
the
choice.
music that
It's
I've
your
been listening.
choice.
Yeah.
You don't gotta listen to the bang bang music.
Yeah. Cause y'all, excuse me, cause at least the gangsters back then, back in the day, they wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? Soon as
I mean,
the
I get. I
boys,
mean,
as soon as These folks come, these racists, because I ain't gonna even put it on the board. I'm putting on the racist people, the racists.
Yeah.
They can walk into I ain't gonna just put it on the boys, whatever. The racists, racist people that we seeing on the TV right now, the racist people. You know what I'm saying? When they kill your people, where
Mm.
now y'all want to come and march and cry and do all that, but where are y'all? Where the guns at when all that's going on? But you want to go shoot up academics and beat up academics and talk about y'all want to y'all uh, like they was threatening academics, but then like, no, man, I could get you touched, but no, I ain't even gonna do that because no, man, do
And
it,
that's
do
just like
it.
and that's just industry level with it. Like we ain't even talking about the little homie or the little girl that'll get murked around your way and
Y'all ain't going to find them.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
basically. So
You
the,
ain't
so
going
the,
to find.
so so you can always apply this type of things to real life and not just with music because in all aspect of it, if we just gonna keep it real, it's like common sense is having common sense. So like how we sitting here saying, snitching is like if you're doing gangster things, then you maybe shouldn't be, talking. But if you're not doing gangster things, then that's your free will and however you feel at the time to handle your business. But for sure, people put more expectations on you if you this so-called gangster.
Man, dog, it's a dude in Phoenix, not Phoenix, Seattle. His name is Phoenix Jones. It's a black dude, a brother who walks the neighborhood to this day. Been shot, been stabbed. Him and his wife, black people, dressing up like Batman, Superman, vigilantes, right?
Yeah.
Going out, patrolling the neighborhood, stopping this very type of stuff that we hear in Seattle right now, which is one of the high. Ain't got no type of industry or streets, none of that going on in the business, right, or the
Yeah.
industry, but got one of the highest black crime rates in the city, below us, Chicago, all these other places. But the gangsters that's got all the Dracos in the world, all the extendos, y'all got rocket launchers. You feel me? But these people,
And
I
they
heard
not
what they,
using it for the proper tools, huh? They're not doing what they're supposed to do, huh?
because when I was growing up, gangster was, hey, bruh, even though they on the corner sagging and whatever, hey, bro, take your ass in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see that old lady with them groceries? You know what I'm
Telling
saying?
somebody, telling somebody to do the right thing is gangster. Telling somebody to do the right thing is always gonna be gangster.
Like we already got blood on my hands, but that don't mean you gotta have blood on your hands.
That's a
Like
fact.
that was the them was the
And you know what that
OGs.
is? That right there want to lead me into this next one, man. And shout out to DJ Khaled too, because he said something that sparked this in my brain, man. He say going hard for yourself and your people with no excuses and having doing your own shit, man. Like that right there is exactly what you just said. Kind of just reminded me of that, man. Going hard for yourself and your people, man, with no excuses, man. Like that's all what it boils down to, too. Like just moving along a little bit. Like that's what I feel like that, man. That's what everyone should be doing at this point. Just going hard for yourself and your people with no excuses and having your own way doing it, because that's the best way to do it. Because when you're moving,
Mm,
man, and doing your own thing, can't nobody tell you nothing. Especially, man, when you're spending your own paper,
facts.
you be your own boss.
Factory.
That's why you ain't lying, man.
Yeah, man. I look, man. I just, I know folks may feel a way I feel because it's just like it's nothing gangster going on about this music, man. It's just a bunch of death, murder, and y'all not even tuned in to who really is the problem. But everybody's so scared. We got all these millions, and they so scared to put it to good use.
Okay.
And you know what? That leads me into this last topic. So Kobe Bryant was about to launch. the Mamba shoe wear brand by himself. He wasn't going through Nike or Adidas. He had the infrastructure, he had the investors, he had everybody ready. He was gonna tie it in to opening up gyms and clinics and mentorships and stuff. Kind of like how, you know, LeBron got his school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of this was about to kick off right before he died.
I mean, man, there's always something great that happened. I mean, like they always have something in the works when things going on. So, but what you trying to imply like it's some type of conspiracy, man?
Look,
Oh man, I see you. You trying to imply some type of conspiracy going on here.
man, look,
Conspiracy theorist Jones, man, over
I
there.
look, I ain't saying nothing. I just wanted to just put that out there, man,
And, you know,
because
I don't get off into the conspiracy theory type thing.
it ain't
Like,
about conspiracy. It's just like
man,
follow the money, man, because it's
I hear you.
you know what I'm saying. It's follow the money, man. Y'all want to be, we talking about being gangster. We talk about being hard. We talk about all these things. You feel me?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We talk about that. We talk about when Kanye, they wouldn't let Kanye get in. And he had the back door in, you
yeah,
know. And how you feel about that? These are kind of like quick hits. How you feel about Kanye and Kim K divorcing? And then Dr. Dre having his brain aneurysm in the midst of his divorce.
yeah.
Like, how do you feel about the? Because I feel like that's the bigger picture that we talk about little
I
baby in
don't
the
know,
in the
man, if
bigger
it's true
picture.
or not, but man, if it is, man, that's just how it goes sometimes. I mean,
No, but why can't the black family stay together? I mean, why can't the black man or and the black
why can't the
woman
black man just get with a black woman? I
that
mean,
too,
and
that
just stay
too,
with a black woman and just marry her and
that too, that too? Why can't it happen? That's my question. Forget all of what y'all talk about on them songs or whatever, because that ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
well,
Why
man, if
can't the
it's
black?
true, man, then that's the, man, if it's true, I feel like, that's their business, man. I mean, I don't know what caused it, but
No, I'm just talking about in general. Like I'm talking about just the fact that Kanye had an opportunity, like you said, to be with a black woman, but he chose
yeah.
to chase after white
And
women,
so did so
exotic
many others
women.
though. I mean, and so did so
But
many others.
I don't understand. Like, and then this what keep on happening. Dr. Dre is in the hospital, and
Yeah, man, that
Kanye
boy
is
had too much on his
losing his
mind,
mind.
man. That boy going through it. You hear me? And for him to, I mean, like I'm thinking, I heard that he pulling through. So, but he
Yeah,
got a lot.
he is. But it's the
Yeah,
whole. That's my whole point.
so he got
Hayes
a lot
is
going on. But pray that he pulled through. But as far as his divorce go, same thing. You don't know what people's personal life is behind the music or what's going on in their life. So we gotta just
I'm just.
let that ride. Like I don't really got nothing to,
No, I mean, I ain't even just
everybody
talking
go
about
through
them.
something.
I'm talking about in general though, Hayes. I'm talking about in general. Why
Yeah, because
can't
in
we
general,
get together?
everybody go through something. So hey, if they gonna be together, they gonna be together. Because who are we to say, hey, they
No,
trip?
I feel like we need to stay. The black man and black women need to stick together. We need to quit
Okay, well
having
he
all
not
these.
even with a black woman.
I mean, that's my
Both
point.
of them guys that you just named are not even married to black women.
That's my point. Like, how do we get the black family to stay together? Because I feel like if we get the family to stay together, you kill
When
all
these
the
cats
street
get the
business.
bag, they gonna go on off and go on meet them like some type of other race woman. Because this is what they do, man.
Like, you got Jeezy over here. He didn't marry the you know,
We can name
like,
a couple. We can name at least 10 of them that then went off and they not even with a black woman.
and they still going through it.
Hey
That be the
man,
part that killing.
that's
You know what I'm
probably why
saying?
they going through it too.
Shout out. That's why look. That's another reason why I picked Gucci over Jeezy. Shout out
I
to
was just
Guwap.
you gonna take it there.
Hey,
I was just gonna
you
say though,
know,
man, and shout out Gucci though, because man, he
yeah,
stayed with
yeah.
like
Shout out Method Man. Shout out Sheik Luch. Shout out Jay Z and
Styles P,
Beyonce.
because yeah,
Yeah, you know. Shout
It's a
out,
lot of
man.
them too that have stayed with a black woman too as well. So man,
Yeah,
we ain't
we do we care though? That's the thing. We fantasize
it's
about
not
these
that
little
we care,
foreign.
but at least when we see it, it's like, he went and got him another race. He got the bag and went and got him another one. He went and got him
Like
a phone.
what is so fast? I mean, I ain't gonna say about what's so fascinating. What is so fascinating about getting a foreign woman? Like, is the sex better? Do they just don't? Are they not combative? What? Like, I want to ask the chat too. Like, what is so interesting about getting with a white girl, and not to say that I wouldn't date one, but I want to marry a black woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I can. Now, if I fall in love with somebody, y'all can roast me the hell on up too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you got hold my feet to the fire and roll me over there like a rotisserie.
Yeah.
Cause but at the same time, like, I just want to ask people that's in the chat, like, what or and you, Haze, like, what's the science behind it? Because I just see all these guys, they get a bag, and all of a sudden you just see this big, and
You know what
then
I'm saying,
she
man?
she
Because
thick,
then
she
they make
got.
it because they making it popular, man, in the music, and then like how we saying, man, that we seeing different celebrities with these foreign chicks. So I don't really know, man, because I'm not into that. So I don't even know. But for them, I guess it make them feel like, man, and they doing something more like, and they popping because they with something for them. Because they
I
with the
mean,
Chinese chick or
and,
they
and,
with the.
and let me put it to you like this: there's nothing wrong with it. You feel me? Let me put it to you like this: there's nothing wrong with being, like I said, you look, because I've in my day, there's a few. I guess we don't put Latino
There's nothing
chicks in
wrong with
there,
dating outside your race, man. We ain't
or
talking about
or
that.
marrying
So
them outside of it.
there ain't
But I'm
nothing
just
wrong
saying,
with dating outside your race, but we
black,
saying for
but
the people who doing it
that.
only for attention.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you just doing it for the clout, you don't really love this person. Cause like I got love for all women, all races of women. I love my black queens the most though, cause I came from one. You feel me? So I'm just saying, why y'all clout? That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Hayes, for helping me bring it back. Cause I know it kind of sound like, damn, he ain't they. No, that ain't the case.
We not saying that. It's nothing wrong with dating outside your race. We just saying for the people who get some type of celebrity status and then jump ship. Them the folks that we saying, okay, now
You be
maybe
like,
man,
hey, like
yeah, right.
like
Like now you put like now she like your trophy, I guess. Now just to say that you got a foreign chick or she from, you know,
Sri Lanka,
yeah. He said from
wherever she from.
just to say that she from somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like that don't make sense. But
Hmm.
hey, whatever floats their boat, man, let them do them. Because at the end of the day, everybody got their own opinion, what they gonna like, what they gonna do. So, and that's fine. Let them ride.
Well, Hayes, um, what's something that you want to leave with the people, man, before we get out of here?
Some I want to leave would be like, man, what I just said earlier, man. Go hard for yourself. Go hard for your people with no excuses. You feel me? And do it your own way, because there's no other way.
Hmm. What I want to leave to the people that's black in the chat: love being black, love yourself, love your woman, love your community, love your children, love your
Yep.
hood, and protect all of that. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for all of that. And you ain't gotta be, I ain't talking about protesting and I'm pro black and for the clout either, because some of y'all out here doing that too.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm just talking about just everyday life. It don't even have to be on the gram. It don't have to
Yeah.
be on YouTube. It
It's
don't
gonna be
have to
off
be on
social
Facebook.
media. Off social media.
And people will be able to tell that on you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this look, bro. This was I enjoyed this. It was exactly how I envisioned it to be. We had a cracking. You know what I'm saying? We had over 30, 40 people in here in and out. And we had uh about 5 or 6 people ride for almost the whole show. So we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that came through on the live podcast. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Haze, man. He just dropped a couple new singles, man. Chill Break and
Yeah.
Boss Talk.
Yeah.
He got another one. He got some more music he getting ready to drop. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is his show. I'm just more so facilitating it. You know, this the first time we really kicked it pimping. You know,
Desire
we had a
show
couple.
like though, man. Desire show, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
I
get,
mean,
but I get you, man. That salute, cause like I say, man, at the beginning, you've been saying something for years about doing this, so now that man is coming into play, you know. So
cause y'all
hopefully,
think y'all heard the conversations that we had offered. You know, maybe on Patreon or something in the future
yeah, it's
down the
still all
road.
newly
We,
needed, man. It's all
you
good, cause
know,
like I say, man, you got more seniority than me in this situation, so. But it's all good. It ain't nothing to it.
hmm
We can
So
offer
yeah,
game
man.
all day. We can offer game all day.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Let me go get his link real quick. Hayes, you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure I go get the Instagram right quick and the SoundCloud. So I just want to make sure you can still hear me and hear me clear, so I can go
Yes,
ahead and
sir.
get that. Well,
You
I'm gonna get the
already
YouTube. I'm gonna get the YouTube first. Oh, hold on. He got. Oh, you got the what you call him on there first. Hold on. Let me go on
know.
sound. Let me go on SoundCloud. Hayes. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. He didn't put the link for the. Let me see here. Dang. What? Hold on.
Oh, you talking about on mine?
Yeah, I'm finna bring it up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I did put the link to. Yes, sir. Cause guess what? That's another one of them things, man. And we pressing our own buttons.
Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and put in for the fan. I want y'all to go tap in on his SoundCloud and here we go. I want y'all to check in on his SoundCloud.
You could just put it in the description.
I mean, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna put it in the chat for everybody that's here right now.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Go ahead and put that in the chat real quick. It's the first time I actually did this on the phone. So there go his here there is his SoundCloud, and then I'm finna put y'all. I want y'all to go subscribe to his YouTube right now. Not now, but right now. Y'all go
Mhm.
subscribe to him on YouTube. Cause eventually this show is gonna move over to Hayes' channel. You know what I'm saying? Um, so y'all make sure y'all tap in and tune in. We're gonna be live every Wednesday, until further notice. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out Hayes once again. I want to shout out everybody on Photo Fam, you know, and Midwest Monsters, all of that. We are hip hop, the whole family. That's why it's called For the Fam, because it's so many other things that encompass that. You know what I'm saying?
You
Um,
already know it.
Truth Be Told podcast tomorrow. Shout out for Deja for coming in here, showing love. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time. Beats and Bits podcast live Friday at 9 p.m. Shout out to Sir Zaku, my boy. And yeah, man, it's the first episode of You Ain't Lying. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back next week.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe for the one time. Hit the notifications bells. I said bells because it's my
And
channel
it's
and
only gonna
Hayes
get
channel.
better and better, man. It's only gonna get better and better. Just stay tapped in with us, man. Just stay riding with us.
hmm
For
So
sure.
we up out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Salute.